Today we're going to be looking at the renewable energies markets. There's been an interesting point being made by the FT that there's been a shift in the industry away from reducing carbon emissions to actually increasing jobs and promoting economic growth. It can be argued that this is being seen in China as government subsidies are actually promoting the manufacture of renewable energy and supporting these companies. However, over in Europe and the USA, government policies and subsidies have actually reduced and are more promote the usage and the consumption of these renewable energy sources as opposed to the manufacturing companies. Another key point is that the USA investors are actually not so keen to invest over there due to inconsistent policies and also short-term policies which are generally not viewed as positive as it's a long-term investment market. So I had a look at a spectrum of stocks over the US, the EU, and also China as well. And what we're seeing is a split opinion between the short side of the market and the long side of the market. Looking at US companies First Solar and GT Solar, they've both seen an increase in short interest. First Solar short interest is rising from 13% to 21% since August, whilst institutional ownership has also risen from 12 to 15 million shares. GT Solar, they have seen share prices reaching a new 52-week high. However, short interest has also increased here from 9 to 14%, but institutional ownership has currently doubled. What's interesting is, despite this rivalry with China being highly competitive, given the support they're getting from their government, it's interesting to see that both these companies mentioned are actually working in cooperation with Chinese companies and also moving production over in China too. Back in Europe, German company Qcells has also moved production over to Asia. Short interest, however, has shot up to a high of 40%. The lendable supply is currently very low, as more than 80% of the lendable supply is currently out on loan. Also, what we're seeing here, again, the split opinion, institutional ownership is also on the rise. Finally, looking at Chinese companies, Suntech Power and Yingli Green Holdings, they've both seen an increase in short interest. Suntech seen an increase from 4 to 8% since August, and over the same time period, Yingli Green have seen an increase from 6 to 8%. So maybe here the negative sentiment seen in the short side of the market is not split between the different global regions, but maybe an industry-wide movement and sentiment, which could be argued. To read this report, please go to www.dataexplorers.com/news, and we'll speak to you tomorrow.